one on window. Alright, this is Besiege. I've tried to record this before, but it did not work. During that recording, I showed off my robo-tank, in which now I have uploaded it onto the Steam Workshop, so this is going to be a tutorial video on how to use it. If you want to download this, I'm gonna hopefully put a link in the description if I remember it. But yeah, this is the robot. He has a movable sword. Oh wait. Is he? Yep. Alright, so the sword's really heavy actually, like ridiculously heavy. Yeah, that happens. But now it should be in invincible. So in order to move forward, there's of course that, and the turning is left and right. The turning's actually really interesting because I did this. It's a fairly strange way of turning. But yeah. Then, in order to go into attack mode, which is basically just sort of able to lift up the right arm mode, you press D in order to send out the drill so you're able to move the arm into place. Then you press V and P in order to fire all of the left arm's weapons. Then you use O in order to bring use L to bring up the left arm and O to bring it down. Then you can close back up the drill if you want. And in order to fire off the rocket here, I believe it was semicolon. Yeah. There are a lot of rockets on this thing. Then in order to fire all the cannons up top, you press C. Then Y is for taking out ground units. And then 1 is to fire off that rocket launcher and its heads. And if you press F, it opens up the middle, opening up that in which you fire. Then you can close that back up. Yeah. Then, in order to move forward, it's the controls I said earlier. So, alright, I'm gonna get rid of these guys. So, this is me pressing the left button and the right button. The turning's not that great, but it's supposed to be that way. Well, not supposed to be, but it makes sense. Oh, and I believe if you press B, you have to set your sword on fire. That's right, a flaming sword. So I get into position, gonna pull back the sword, and chop the castle. Or not, because that castle isn't breakable that way. Give me a second. I am going to go to the main menu. I'm gonna head to this area, Tolbrind, in which they still haven't added anything new. And I am going to go to the Duke's Plea. Yeah, this does not fit in the box whatsoever. It's too tall. So this time I'm gonna line up at the start, so all I have to do is go forward. So I'm gonna bring up my sword. Get ready to chop. And if I press J, I'll miss and only skim it. No, I'm gonna get rid of these guys. And of course I ended up breaking the wall. This castle is ridiculously fragile. I'm gonna fire off the rocket. I'm gonna close this up. Then I'm going to lift up the arm. And I'm gonna drive forward, while turning a bit this way. Then after doing all that, and gosh, this recording software is very laggy. I'm gonna press J and chop through the building. And fall over. But as you can see, it's a fairly ridiculously powerful drill sword. I'm gonna see if I can finally actually chop it straight on. Oh, forgot to close this. And now that I'm right up to it, hoping that the drills will work, I'm gonna chop the entire thing in half. And look at how smooth that was. Chopping the entire building in two. I'm gonna press semicolon and just do some insult to entry. I'm gonna open up the door and do even more. And I'm gonna fire off the heads. Then I'm gonna fire all the cannons. Then I'm gonna fire off those rockets that almost hit me. Oh gosh, no, don't catch on fire. No, put yourself out. Put yourself out. Or just go forward really fast. Okay. It looks really terrifying when it's black, but when it's black, it can't really use any of its weapons because they've all already fired off. I am going to show other things, but that was mainly just a little tutorial on how that thing works. So, the next thing that I'm going to show you is something else that I made during this update, which is this. Basically a giant wall of death that blows up everything. My recording software makes it really laggy, but look at how much smoke is left behind. And look how quickly it gets rid of the castle. I love how it's just everywhere. I made each layer a different color, so that then each layer, so then it's like the most beautiful destruction ever. Because everything's exploding in all the pretty colors. Now I'm gonna go back to the sandbox to show you me destroying the castle with this. Because it's fairly good at that. Dang it. And now, if I go to these guys' perspective, and then I'm gonna slow it down to %. Watch as everything just explodes into pretty colors. I'm gonna show this all in slow motion now, so you can see how fabulous the slow motioning is. The slow motioniness. The slow motioniness is. So I'm gonna lock onto this one. And as you can see, whenever they hit something, they kind of smush up together, then launch each other up. I'm gonna show you this in slower motion later so you can see what's happening, and you can see why it goes everywhere. And it mainly has to do with how they're set up. So I'm going to bring this down to 9%. Then I'm going to press V, fire them off. And you'll see what happens. Oh crap, I did it too close and they're all just stuck to it. Okay. But it all exploded in one place and that wasn't very fun. So I'm going to move this back a lot. I'm going to move this back to over here. I'm going to go up to here so you can see what's happening. It hits the floor and they all bounce off each other, making it all go up and go off in random directions because they bumped into each other, making them all explode in different areas. I feel bad for Godwin and Luther because all the rest of them just got hit with the rocket. Those guys exploded. But as you can see, it's fairly effective. But one thing I have not tried that I want to try is bring them up here, bring them over here, bring them over here some more, bring them over here, bring them over here, bring them over here again, put them down on. Okay, I guess not. So, do this, and let's see what happens to this guy. Although his arm just, although everything else but his arm were just sort of stayed, well, his arm just sort of stayed there, but everything else was blown away. That was hilarious. I'm gonna show this, I'm gonna show this on this level. Because I have proven that this can destroy most of the levels. And this actually fits in the boundary box. Wherever the heck the boundary box is. Ah, there it is. I have no clue why it's all the way over there. So now that I've done all that, I can fire that off, and it will destroy that. And win the level instantly. Wait, do I still have invincibility on? Yeah. This one doesn't need invincibility. But this one is awesome in slow motion. You want it to be in slow motion. And now it's all scrunched up, and after it scrunches up, it all spreads out. After spreading out, it will blow up everything. It has now been stamped, but give it a couple of seconds, and everything shall explode. Looks like Medusa hair. Oh, one of them exploded over here, right by this. But as you can see, the explosions are really pretty. I love it. And if you put it back to normal, if you do this on normal speed, it doesn't look nearly as pretty, but it still looks absolutely pretty. So it's a very pretty machine when it comes to destroying the crap out of things. And I'm almost out of time, so I'm going to do the outro. Bye-bye, people, and this is my outro. A weird squid thing. So in about 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye! Oh wait, no, there's 10 more minutes. Like 10 more seconds. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep doing this until 3, 2, 1. Bye.